There's a moment every man experiences at some point in his life. You get close to a woman, things feel good, she opens up, she relaxes into you. And then, out of nowhere, she pulls away. Cold, distant, short replies, energy gone. And you're sitting there thinking, what did I do wrong? But the truth is harsher and far more psychological than anything you're imagining. Women who pull away after intimacy aren't reacting to you. They're reacting to what getting close reminded them of. Their own fears, their own wounds, and the version of themselves they don't know how to handle. The more she liked you, the more she felt at ease with you, the more she saw the potential of something real, the more her nervous system panicked. Avoidant women don't fear losing you. They fear needing you. Because needing someone means they can get hurt, and her entire identity is built on avoiding that feeling at all costs. So when she pulled away after giving you closeness, it wasn't rejection, it was self-protection. It was her slamming the brakes because the connection was starting to feel too real, too vulnerable, too dangerous for the version of her that never healed. Most men react wrong. They chase, they panic, they ask questions, demand reassurance, or try to fix the connection. And that's exactly why they lose her respect. A strong man moves differently. He understands that her pullback isn't personal, and he responds from discipline, not emotion. And that's what this video is about. Understanding exactly why she pulled away, what those behavior shifts really mean, and how a grounded, masculine man handles it without losing himself. Let's get into it. When an avoidant woman pulls away after getting close, it's not because you messed up. It's because for a split second, she let herself feel something she spent years avoiding. Understand this. Avoidant women live in two states, craving connection and fearing connection. They want closeness. They want intimacy. They want to feel safe. But the moment they actually get it, something inside them snaps. You weren't the problem. Her nervous system was. See, closeness is not just emotional. It's somatic. It hits the body. It hits the subconscious. It activates old memories, old patterns, old wounds she never processed. And the moment she felt cared for, the moment she saw you weren't like other men, the moment her guard dropped, her body registered danger, not comfort. Not because you're unsafe, but because vulnerability has never been safe for her. This is why avoidant women thrive in the almost phase. Almost being together. Almost committing. Almost letting you in. Almost trusting the connection. But the second intimacy stops being theoretical and becomes real. Their internal alarms start blaring. She suddenly remembers what happened the last time she trusted someone. What it felt like to be abandoned. What it felt like to be disappointed. What it felt like to lose control. And instead of leaning closer, she retreats into survival mode. That's why she shifts overnight. One moment she's affectionate, warm, fully present. The next, she's cold, guarded, and acting like nothing happened. To her, pulling away isn't punishment. It's prevention. It's her brain saying, if you leave first, I won't have to feel it. If I pull back now, he can't hurt me later. If I sabotage this, I stay in control. Avoidants don't fear losing men. They fear losing themselves in intimacy. And here's the part most men never see. The closer you got to her heart, the faster she had to hit the brakes. Not because she didn't feel something, but because she did. And that's exactly what terrified her. Once she feels vulnerable, she won't tell you she's scared. She won't say, I'm overwhelmed. She won't admit she caught feelings. Instead, she switches into testing mode, silent, indirect, and completely psychological. Avoidant women don't communicate their fear. They behave it. Here's what happens the moment she feels she's getting too close. 1. She creates distance to regain control. She'll pull back, slow the replies, change her tone, or randomly get busy. To you, it feels like a switch flipped. To her, this is regulation. She's trying to shrink the emotional intensity back to a level where she feels in control. This isn't about you. It's about her fear of dependency. 2. She starts watching how you react. This is where most men fail. She wants to see, will you panic? Will you chase? Will you over-explain? Will you emotionally crumble the second she withdraws? Because if you do, she labels you as unsafe, not physically, but emotionally. Unsafe to her means, I can hurt him. He needs me more than I need him. This is dangerous. Avoidants only respect men they cannot destabilize. 3. She will provoke small emotional disruptions. Pulling away is only the first test. Next, she'll subtly push boundaries. Colder tone, delayed responses, vague behavior, going quiet after giving you intimacy, acting like the closeness meant nothing, pretending she didn't feel the connection. She's watching one thing. Do you lose your frame? If you react, she feels confirmed. See? This is why closeness is dangerous. If you stay calm, detached, and unbothered, she feels something she's not used to. Safety without losing respect. 4. She tries to reset the dynamic. After pulling away, she'll try to move things backwards. Turning the vibe friendly, pretending nothing happened. Making subtle jokes to deflect intimacy. Creating emotional space where closeness used to be. It's her way of hitting undo on the vulnerability she accidentally showed you. She's not trying to hurt you. She's trying to protect her emotional identity. 5. She mirrors the version of herself that feels safer. When she felt close, she was open and soft. That scared her. So she switches to colder, busier, stronger, more distant, more independent than necessary. This version requires no risk. This version can't be abandoned. This version can't be hurt. You're not dealing with her true self now. You're dealing with her defense system. And the biggest mistake you can make is taking this personally. Her pullback is not a reflection of your value. It's a reflection of her fear. The more she liked you, the more her avoidance activates, the more she needs to retreat, the more she tests to see if you're the type of man she can emotionally trust. Most men react to her pullback emotionally. A strong man reacts strategically, with discipline, calm, and zero fear of loss. Here's the truth. You cannot stop an avoidant woman from pulling away, but you can determine whether she comes back or whether she permanently loses respect for you. And the difference comes down to how you respond when she withdraws. 1. You don't chase, you match energy calmly. When she pulls back, you don't lean in, you stay exactly where you are. No essays, no reassurance, no "are you okay?" No trying to fix the vibe, no panicking about the shift. Chasing her makes her nervous system panic even more. Distance, silence, and calmness actually help her regulate. A strong man gives her the space she's begging for without making her feel guilty. 2. You don't take the distance personally. Weak men internalize her behavior. Strong men understand it. Her pullback is about her, not you. It's an old defensive pattern, a survival reflex. When you stay composed and continue living your life normally, she subconsciously registers. He isn't destabilized by my distance. He doesn't rely on me for emotional balance. He's safe, but he's not dependent. And that combination is rare to her. 3. You maintain your routine without breaking stride. This is crucial. If her distance makes you lose rhythm, stop training, stop focusing, stop being productive. You fail the test. Avoidant women respect men who maintain discipline, purpose, structure, emotional self-control regardless of what she does. Your consistency is what makes her realize you're different from every man she's ever dealt with. 4. You respond when she reaches out, but with controlled energy. When she eventually feels the emotional gap and reaches back out, and she will, you respond normally but calmly. No extra enthusiasm, no passive-aggressive comments, no bringing up her distance. You act like a man who's been centered the entire time. Why? Because avoidant women come back for one reason. Your stability becomes more comforting than her avoidance. 5. You set the tone without pressure. You don't jump back into intimacy immediately. You don't overinvest the second she returns. You don't reward distance with closeness. You let her re-enter slowly. You let her rebuild connection. You let her show effort. This puts her nervous system at ease because it removes pressure and restores balance. 6. You hold a standard, not a leash. The goal isn't to control her. The goal is to remain unshakable. You communicate through action. I'm here, but I don't need you. I care, but I don't chase. You're welcome, but you're not my priority. My life moves with or without your attention. This shifts the dynamic from, he's losing himself over me, to he's the only man I can't shake. And that's when avoidant women stop pulling away, because they finally feel safe with you, not suffocated. A strong man doesn't fight her distance. He reflects it calmly and lets her emotional cycle bring her right back to him. If there's one thing you take from this video, let it be this. You don't chase someone who's running from their own emotions. You stand firm in who you are. You let them feel the distance they created, and you give them the space to come back on their own terms, if they're capable of it. Because at the end of the day, the only thing an avoidant woman truly respects is a man who can stay calm when she can't, a man who stays grounded when she spirals, and a man who refuses to abandon himself just to keep someone else close. That's what separates the boys from the men. If you got value from this, hit the like button. It tells me to make more content like this. Drop a comment and tell me what topic you want next. I read all of them. And subscribe if you're ready to become the man who doesn't break, doesn't beg, and doesn't lose his frame. This is Relentless Man. Master yourself, protect your peace, and rise above the noise. I'll see you in the next one.